Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. An old school wrestler spilled the beans on what may be the motivation for a WWE star's current stint at NXT. When the game sent the 260-pound superstar to NXT after a string of mistakes, Glenn Gilberti, better known as Disco Inferno in WCW, said that Triple H refrained from punishing Holland. Holland, along with Sheamus and Pete Dunne, had a successful stint as a main roster wrestler in the Brawling Brutes. Big E and Elton Prince were hurt in a few of incidents, however, so it wasn't perfect. Since March of 2022, when he and Kofi Kingston were wrestling as a tag team against Holland and Sheamus, Big E has been out of action due to a broken neck. Prince and Pretty Deadly, however, were unable to recover from the damage. Ridge Holland's presence in NXT was brought up on a recent episode of Disco Inferno's Keepin' It 100 official podcast, which is hosted by Conan. Disco saw it as an opportunity to assist the English star improve his craft and become a more careful worker, rather than retribution for the mistakes. Even NXT made a plot out of Ridge Holland's recklessness by having him kayfabe hurt celebrities like Ilja Dragunov and Cruz del Toro. Last week on Wednesday's special edition of The Developing Brand, Ridge Holland and Ethan Page faced off against Trick Williams and Bubba Ray Dudley in a tag team bout. Holland and Page, an improbable duo, won the fight, albeit Page's career took a nosedive thereafter. Whether or when Ethan Page puts his quarrel with Trick Williams behind him is an intriguing question. Ridge Holland could be in contention for a crack at the NXT Championship, maybe at Deadline next month, after pinning Williams in the tag team match. Triple H has always put an emphasis on the development of WWE's up-and-coming talents, thanks to his keen talent sense and developmental ability. However, there has been a 260-pound WWE star who has tripped over several times in high-profile bouts, and fans and industry insiders have noted that the game is unusually kind with him. This has caused some to question why he hasn't been punished for his mistakes. This huge talent has been granted a free pass, and Triple H has opted to assign him a run on NXT. The experienced wrestler, who prefers to stay unknown, revealed fascinating insight into this matter. We will examine the possible rationale behind this choice and its implications for the wrestler's future, as well as WWE's overall plan for developing wrestling. As a promoter, Triple H has always put faith in talent's potential, rather than demanding instant perfection from those he views as investments for the future. Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn are just a few of the rising talents he has helped launch via NXT. These wrestlers were outstanding when they joined WWE, but they were far from polished goods when he hired them. Triple H's leadership style is characterized by a desire to spend time in talent, regardless of their failures. This 260-pound superstar, who we'll refer to as Titan, is probably someone that Triple H has his eye on. Titan still has a lot of untapped potential that WWE may use to their advantage, despite his recent in-ring gaffes that have garnered attention from both fans and insiders. A few missteps here and there don't spell disaster, according to Triple H. Opportunity for development and expansion is signaled by it. Instead of punishing Titan for his few mistakes, Triple H may be more likely to retain him in WWE's system if he demonstrates a desire to develop and learn. Here, it's very evident that Triple H perceives something more than just a botch count in Titan. If he thinks Titan can grow from his errors, the larger picture will take precedence for him. Triple H probably thinks he can turn Titan into a long-term star if he gives him enough time to grow, since Titan has unusual stature and presence, which WWE constantly tries to capitalize on. Assigning Titan to NXT says a lot. Triple H has decided to put him in a developmental setting where he can improve his abilities and, most importantly, regain his self-confidence instead of punishing or benching him. NXT is more than just a developmental brand. It's a safe space where rising stars can try new things, learn from their mistakes, and ultimately succeed, all without the intense expectations of WWE's main roster. Placing Titan in NXT gives him a safe space to improve on his in-ring skills and adapting to WWE's style away from the scrutiny of main roster audiences, which is especially helpful for someone like him who has clearly struggled with certain maneuvers or timing. He may be able to overcome his present difficulties and develop the consistency needed to become a WWE star if he makes this smart move. Additionally, Triple H's strategy with Titan may indicate a profound comprehension of the impact of the wrestler's mental state on his performance. Recent years have seen a growing awareness of the importance of a wrestler's mental health and self-assurance. Titan's incompetence can be a result of the pressure he experiences from being on the main squad, rather than a lack of talent. The decision to send Titan to NXT suggests that Triple H wants him to regain his confidence and develop his skills at his own speed. This setting may be ideal for him since he won't have to worry about the consequences of making mistakes or failing. A longtime wrestler with knowledge of the incident claims that Triple H's choice not to punish Titan but to allow him space to improve is an example of the patience he has shown throughout his career. The grizzled veteran thinks Triple H gets it and realizes that not every talented person has a smooth path to the top. According to this wrestler, Triple H thinks that Titan, with his incredible charm and physical prowess, might be one of those stars who, with the right amount of help, may reach their full potential. Professional wrestlers, particularly those in the heavyweight category, have to put in a lot of time and effort to perfect their craft because of the unique hurdles that come with their stature. Because big bodies aren't inherently as nimble as lighter rivals, larger wrestlers like Titan have to train harder to maintain timing and agility. Because of the particular demands of the WWE style, which equally values athleticism, character, and audience connection, wrestlers are required to demonstrate all three. Especially under the intense lighting of WWE's most prestigious events, this combination may be challenging for a newbie to the main roster to perfect. Because he was himself a bigger, more power-oriented wrestler, Triple H knows what it's like for heavyweights to struggle to find their groove. This experienced wrestler thinks Triple H feels Titan's pain and will be more understanding if he gives him some space to adapt. Rather than forcing wrestlers into their positions too early, Triple H believes in the slow burn method, which is characterized by patience and a focus on long-term growth. How far WWE's developmental philosophy has come is shown by Triple H's choice to retain Titan under his wing despite his mistakes. Mistakes on the main roster may hurt a wrestler's and the company's credibility. Therefore, WWE has a history of not letting it go. This mindset seems to be changing to accommodate a more holistic, talent-focused approach, however, given that Triple H has a lot of influence over WWE's creative direction. It seems that WWE is now more concerned with investing in talented individuals for the future, rather than focusing on short-term gains. WWE may look at Titan's time on NXT as an example of how to manage young or struggling talents in the future. A more nurturing attitude is emerging, with Triple H's readiness to back Titan despite his faults, providing wrestlers with the tools they need to flourish. NXT has always been a platform for up-and-coming talents to show their mettle, but it's also a haven for established stars to rediscover what makes them special. Titan needs time, according to Triple H, to figure out who he is as a WWE performer and fix his mistakes. This strategy might serve as an example for how WWE can develop talents whose potential exceeds their present challenges if Titan is successful in NXT. Under Triple H's tutelage, Titan has been granted an unprecedented opportunity to redeem himself in the lightning-fast world of WWE. By placing him in NXT and showing trust in his abilities, Triple H shows that WWE is dedicated to developing its future stars, instead of letting him go to oblivion. Titan may come out of this experience more capable, self-assured, and ready to face the demands of WWE's main roster if he can overcome the difficulty and fix his mistakes. This journey through NXT isn't a demotion for Titan, it's a chance to start again, hone his skills, and become Triple H's dream star. This strategy demonstrates that Triple H cares about the future of WWE's talent roster as much as the company's reputation in the near term. Fans will be able to see Triple H's vision, patience, and unwavering faith in Titan's potential as he goes through his path, and they may even get to see him go from a struggling star to one of WWE's next great draws.